No, we have regular. No. Welcome everyone. We on my booze channel, Sabrina Seoul. You know, we here to talk to y'all and answer some questions y'all might be having, because a lot of y'all have been on this journey with us, and you know we want to open it up, bring the love in, let you go, because that's what we're about now. We're bringing the love in. We're not doing the negativity. We want to share a journey because it's a beautiful journey, and it's not what you think it is either. When I say not what you think it is, you know. We've had some bumps in the road. We've had some experiences, but it's been everything that's brought us together for the greater good, and we love it.
Thanks for the introduction.
You're welcome. Amazing. You're welcome.
What's up, guys? Welcome back to my channel. Merry freaking Christmas. Happy holidays. Happy Hanukkah. Feliz Navidad. All that good stuff. Today is actually Christmas. Tomorrow, I was thinking maybe we can go live. You want to go live? Because guess what we did today? We went to go see The Color Purple. And I want to talk about it. I don't know if he wants to talk about it. I was like, hey, we should go live. We should really tell him about it. So, yeah. But anyway, shout out to you guys in the chat. We see you guys. We see you guys coming in. We see my soulmates in the chat. I love y'all so much. What's going on? So just to let you guys know, we did decide to come on because I know we were going live, and it was like a lot of questions, like being asked, like, wait a minute, are y'all together? I thought this, I thought that, yeah. So I was like, you know, and I think you said it.
What'd I say, man?
I think you said, like, y'all got questions, and then someone in the chat was like, yeah, we do. And I was like, we should just go live, because someone was also like, is this their coming out? But it was our time. We were literally side by side. And we were doing the we were just shooting it with Sharice.
Right.
And people were like, is this their coming out video? Like, I'm so confused. And it really wasn't. I don't know. That video was just like, it was my live reaction watch party. Sharice was like, hey, I'm going to come on with you tonight. I was like, okay. She came on. Marie stopped by for a quick second. Then JDub came on. And so it was a lot. But anyway, so tonight we decided to take some time to put all that other stuff to the side and just talk about us, because like y'all kind of like followed us, our journey from like kind of the beginning, and you guys probably remember me from Ready to Love on the DC season, and I did choose myself, and since then I really haven't, you know, pretty much dated anybody. I've been single for a while now, for 4 years, or I was single for about 4 years. And I knew that, you know, the next person that I got with was going to be like my last person. And I damn sure wasn't going to go public with him unless I felt like he was going to be the one, you know what I mean? But anyway, you guys know JW, you know me separately from YouTube. But anyway, we're just here to talk about it a little bit. I know a lot of people are like, what is this? So, I mean, the title said we ready, like hashtag ready to love. So hopefully you guys that are here want to stick around to kind of hear like our journey and like where we are right now. And yeah, because I think it's an amazing, beautiful thing. And like it's so much love surrounded by it. And if you really like want to hear like a true like love story, you need to stick around and listen to this one. But anyway, I see you guys in the chat. You see them in the chat?
I do.
So we know we love y'all. We love our supporters. We love because y'all are like family to us. So at this point, hey, AW, hey, Andrea, hey, PC Serial Mom, Merry Christmas, Merry Christmas. Hey, Danny, you'd like to say it, Dan?
It's Danny Owens. I'm getting anxiety. We let the chat run under. You know, I'm the #1 commenter, so I'm all about the comments. I'm freaking out over here. I'm like, you behind, you got to get them.
Yeah, we're going to get them. We're going to get them. Merry Christmas. Don't talk about what? Ooh, don't talk about what?
What?
I don't know. I don't know. I'm so confused because I'm going to go see it. Oh, talking about Color Purple.
Color Purple.
Look, I'm going to put on there. Yeah, we're not going to talk about it right now. It's probably good if we do it, it's going to be tomorrow, and it's going to be spoiler alert. We are going to talk about it if you want to go live, but if y'all aren't trying to have no spoilers, don't watch the video
until after you see it.
Until after you see it, then you come back and find out what we had to say. Hey D Brown, hey Michael Cheney. Mimi says y'all look so freaking cute together. Thank you. That was fun. She was. Y'all really do look good together. Oh, thank you. I saw the color purple today. Meh. We're not gonna talk about it. We're not gonna talk about it because we want them people to collect all the coins that they can get. You know, at least let's put our tax dollars, not tax dollars, but our dollars, because our tax dollars is going somewhere else. I just put up a post on that on my community wall about the electricity bill, honey. I love watching you on Ready to Love. You are my fave. Oh, thank you, Andre. I appreciate you. Aww.
110 in the chat. Get those likes up. Thank you for stopping by. We appreciate you.
If you haven't clicked the thumbs up, please make sure you click the thumbs up. We would so greatly appreciate it. Shawnee G. Merry Christmas, Chicago. Hey, Chicago girl. Yes. Merry Christmas, guys. Thank you. Love you guys together. Your life is going to be fire. It already has been, but we're going to get into all that. You told Hoppo to beat me. Look, Mimi, don't do it. You can't.
She gonna make us talk about
it. Yeah, y'all gonna make us talk about it. Yeah. We cannot talk about it because this isn't what it's about, and people gonna be clicking on thinking that they coming to hear us, and we're gonna be talking about the color purple, and they're gonna be like, God dang it, they sitting there talking about. I haven't even seen it yet. No, we're not gonna do that.
Get that one. That part.
What? JDub Smile says it all. Happy for the two of you. Got to rewatch it. The kids kept talking during the movie chat. Oh my God. Oh God. I can't wait to talk about it because hey, Sabrina Jada, on my way to see Color Purple in a few, honey. Well, come back tomorrow because we're going to go live tomorrow and we're going to be talking about the Color Purple, guys. What a gift to see you guys today. Hey, Miss Pretty Amazing. She's probably she's like one of the reasons how this even kind of got started. Miss Pretty Amazing. You a dang on lie. What am I lying about? My thumb is up is yours. Yes, make sure you click the thumbs up. All a YouTube love story in real life. Like in real life, it can't get no realer than this. As quote end quote. Go to see it tomorrow. All right, guys. So both of you, y'all smiles are everything. Thank you. We're really happy. But anyway, let's get into it. All right, so
hold on. Can we stop this video? Because you keep looking at them. Are you supposed to keep looking at each other? You're making me nervous.
Oh my God. Like, what are you talking about?
When you're talking, you keep doing this, doing this, and doing this.
No, I don't. I was looking at the chat.
Put in the chat if Sabrina keep looking to the side. Just go ahead. But keep going anyway.
But I haven't been. No, I did a couple times.
See, that's us, right? Y'all need to see the real story. Yes, we do that. We look. That's how we argue. That's how we argue. What you just saw, that was an argument. Yes, I have. No, I don't. No, I don't. And that's real life. And again, it's never anything huge or heavy or nothing. But now you just saw an argument between us. Let me look. I'm doing your chat. I'm going to do your.
You can use that.
I don't like using the mouse. You know.
Okay.
Yes, you have. Yes, we got it on tape.
Oh.
Yeah. Yes, Allison Lowe. Thank you. Yes. Yeah. Yes. What they say. Yes, she looks like. Yeah, and that's cool. I just want to make sure we're on the same page.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Did y'all exchange? What did JDub get you? Whoa.
So. Do we want to?
Sure. You know, we open, Ryan. We talk. We speak. This is love, you know.
So he and we have like something else that we're doing next week that is huge. So we decided to have like a smaller Christmas. So I was like, would you call it like a Secret Santa kind of thing?
Yeah, let's definitely break it down. It was like Sabrina forced me to do a Secret Santa. We had to do a limit. We had to make it just like all about it's for the children, and we got other things to focus on right now. But you know, we work through it. If I'm in agreement with it, I have to. I mean, if I agree with it and just have to go with it, you know, I didn't really want to, but it made sense, and that's what it was about. It makes sense. So
he got me a 148 piece paint kit. And like it came with like an easel, like acrylic paint, the paint brushes, the little thing that you put your thumb in and hold and put the paint all on it and paint. Like he got me a whole paint kit because I told him that. So one of our dates that he took me on was a painting date. You want to talk about it? You can talk about it.
Yeah, I took my baby out to the paint and sip kind of situation where you see sometimes if you Sabrina put it up in the community chat, you know, because we didn't just put it out there.
It was a membership. Oh, my membership.
Oh, membership. Okay, that's what it was. Yeah, and you know we had a paint date, and when I saw Sabrina just light up and just like she was at home, it's like it was so relaxing, and she's like I feel just so at one with this painting thing. And I just picked up. I said, "Well, let me get you a professional paint set for the house."
But I didn't know,
right?
Because it was a Christmas.
Exactly. So because I saw how happy she was and how wonderful she responded to it, I said, "Let me get her own paint setup." Just like it's better than where we were at. It's just a something where she can relax and creative, because she's super creative. I mean, this woman can do anything. I mean that anything that she does she excels at it. So. Yeah. Hey, let me let you get that back. It's yours.
No, you could do it because you on that side and the mouse is over there.
Okay.
So you could do it.
Okay.
So and then I got JDub. I can't really talk about it. So because the other gift, I ordered it like 2 weeks ago, but then they were like, "Oh, it's on back order. It's not going to be there until the 28th." So I don't really want to talk about it, but it's
okay.
like
That's okay.
It's a set, but he got the first part of it, and it was, so as you guys know, like loves polo. He's like what is it, like a 90s baby? No. 90s.
It's just my era. That's where I still live. Even though I'm here with Sabrina, that's where I live at. I still live in that space of you know, everybody got the new styles and times. I live back there because that was the best part, like just saying the best time in life, even though this is the best time in life. But as a kid, as a youngster, I loved how we carried ourselves, how we dressed. Everything was defined, everything was clean, everything was a certain way. So yes, I gravitate to that because I'm still there mentally, but I'm here.
So I told him I didn't want us to spend over $100. So I got him some polo house slippers because he always wears house slippers in the house all the time. And I was like, oh, let me get him some. And the ones he got, he needed some new ones. The ones he had like previously. So I got him some real cute polo slippers. And then I got him another thing. I'm not going to say what it is to go with the polo house slippers. We're not going to say what it is, but it's not going to be here until the 28th. So yes. Yeah. So that was that. But again, if you guys are just now coming in, it's 154 of you. Hi, guys. Hi. Merry Christmas. Happy holidays. Feliz Navidad. Happy Hanukkah. So we're here to kind of talk about us a little bit, and I hope that you guys will stick around with us as we give a little backstory on us, because I know y'all are interested. Like, y'all are our family. Like, y'all kind of grew up with us. You know what I mean? You know, in a sense. And I know y'all never saw this coming because we never saw this coming. You know what I'm saying? Like in real life, like it's my witness. So, but I think it was a beautiful thing, and I want to share it with you guys because you guys know me and you started following me, like even on social media, on Instagram, and subscribe to me here because of the fact that I was on Ready to Love. And that's like, other than that, you guys wouldn't have even known who I was, you know what I mean? So, but because of it, you guys know my story and like where I came from. And yes, like I've definitely been ready to love for a really long time, but I also said that I did not want to be in another emptyless relationship. I didn't want to be in another situationship, another relationship. I didn't want to date anybody else until I really felt like that person was the one. But that person had to show up exactly how he needed to show up in order to be with me. Like, you guys know, I talk to you. I've talked to you on all my panels, on my single soulmate shows. I rant. I talk about what I deserve, what I need. I need all my love languages. I want a man to show up for me. I want a man to do this, do that. Yeah. You got to be this. You got to be that. You got to be all these things. I'm not going to settle. If I have to settle, then I don't want to be with anybody. I'd rather be happy in my life by myself with my family and be happy with them, but I'm damn sure not going to be with somebody and be miserable. I was like, I'm not going to do that ever freaking again, period. So I decided that, I was going to start putting myself out there. I started dating. I started going on dating apps. I started doing all those things. And I just was like, oh my God, like, it's horrible out here. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's terrible. So I was like, you know what? And y'all saw me going back and forth. I was like, like it was to the point where I was like, when I go to this grocery store, I just put my head down now. I don't even want no one to even say nothing to me. Like, I really I had given up on like love or meeting anybody. I was like, if it's meant, the next person that come into my life, if it's meant, it's going to happen. And it's going to happen because it was supposed to happen. I'm not going to force anything. And I'm just really just going to follow my heart. And I'm just going to walk by faith, and we're just going to see where this light thing called life takes me. You know what I mean? So I feel like I've talked enough. You want to talk a little before we move any further?
Move any further? Are we ready to go in? Are we ready to dive in?
We can dive in. Yeah, we can dive in.
Oh, so, yeah. Okay. So yeah, we've been in here for 17 minutes. We're ready.
Yeah,
we're ready. So let's get it started. So we'll start the story. We'll start the story off. As far as I've been working with Sabrina for a couple of years now, like doing the Ready Love panels, and we've definitely, had off the screen conversations and all those things. But
we only had one off the screen conversation.
No, when I say off the screen, like we have
like when we have a group. All be on backstage after we.
Yeah.
I was about to say, because in real life, like I didn't even know his name. I didn't know anything about this man. Like, so when we go live, guys, just to give you a little backstory, when we go live, we're all backstage. So everybody's like little screen is under here because I'm usually the moderator. So we're usually all back screen. So in at the end of the videos, we'll be like, all right, guys, good night. And when I click in live, we still be back screen. And sometimes we'll stay on for 2 and 3 hours. Like all of us, me, you, P.O., Tyrone, Stacey B, we literally be backstage just talking and just like shooting it. But so, because you got to explain, you can't just be like, we was talking, but no, we wasn't. I was helped you once with YouTube.
Yeah, forgive me. I'm new to this, the social media kind of thing where you got to go every single step by step to make sure I'm clearing everybody's mind up and all that. I'm just in real life. I'm just the normal guy who just started a YouTube channel because I made a lot of comments and they said, get out there, JDub, and start a YouTube channel. So I don't have media training. I just speak I say what I say. That's the model of my channel. So I got my, my PR person over here. She'll correct me and make sure I'm going the right way. So when I say, yes, I've had a working relationship with Sabrina in a group setting, and we haven't had any situation where we talk personally.
Never.
And I was going through a situation of ending a situation legally. And I put that out on my YouTube channel that, hey, this is going down. This is the end of these things. And I guess, I got a lot of love out there just responding to like, hey, I'm sorry to hear that, J-Dub and all that. And guess who stopped by my DM just to check on me? So we clear.
Yeah, because I used to check on all my panelists all the time.
Oh, boy.
Yeah,
okay.
Like, y'all good? Like, but we would have group chats. And we would talk to each other.
Yep. Sabrina just said, reaching out, saying, hey, I heard what happened on the video or whatever the case may be. I'm concerned about if you need to talk to me, here's my number and call me because I'm concerned. I'm like, okay, cool. I said, well, I'll definitely give you a call, and gave her a call. And we just had like a conversation. It was like more so like a venting situation. I'm just because it was already public and out there. And I was just, because I'm going through this and I'm letting her know how bothered I was and all those things going on.
And going through it like papers filed, you signed, like, yeah.
Yeah,
like
it was already done. It was signed,
done.
sealed, delivered, just in processing and letting her know that, yeah, this thing is done. It's a wrap.
Like it's
and,
real.
And so many things that I was just feeling and expressing to her. And while we were talking, something she just kept saying to me, I didn't understand why. She was like, well, why don't you go ahead and check my Facebook post out? You need to look at that. I'm like, why does she keep talking about some Facebook? Yeah, some little Facebook. I'm telling her all this stuff I'm going through, and all this stuff is in motion and rolling. What is she talking about? Well, you need to go to my Facebook. I was like, does Sabrina want me to be a Facebook subscriber or what? And then, after hearing it 3 times and all that, and we had a wonderful conversation. She listened to me and everything, and I'm just thinking, why she keep saying that? So probably 2 o'clock that morning, opened my phone, looked up Sabrina Facebook, and I said, wait a minute, hold up. Did she record our conversation? Did she? Because everything I was telling her about, like things I was missing or why I was bothered, why I was hurt, all those kind of things, she had a post for everything that I said. And I'm like, what's going on with her? What's going on? And then I look, we got 9 days old, 16 days old. I was like, oh my God.
Mm-hmm. So these was posts that I had already put up. My dear future husband post. And if you guys are following me or friends of mine on Facebook, you would have seen when I was doing the dear future husband post. I even came on here a couple times and told y'all, hey, go follow me on Facebook if y'all are interested in like dear future husband posts and like what like the things that men would want to hear, your man needs, like, because it's a lot of women out here doing it wrong, and it's a lot of women out here telling the story wrong and how it should be done and how to keep a man and all that other stuff, and it's leaving a lot of us single. And not saying that all these men are amazing out here, but I'm just like, I'm hearing some of these women talk and I'm like, I see why you single. You know what I mean? And it's not you're single because you're a great woman and you can't find a good man. No, you're not being nice. You're not playing nice. You're not doing the things that a man would want in their woman. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of women out here acting like little girls, and that's a problem for grown-ass men that's looking for a wife. You know what I'm saying? So I did the dear future husband post, and when he was venting to me about the things, and I was like what's going on? Like, do you think like y'all can rekindle like y'all situation? Like, I really was just trying to give him advice to heal, because I was going to start a dear future husband segment on YouTube. That was the whole reason why I even started the dear future husband post on Facebook, and I'm trying to give him some advice. And then all the things that he was saying, I was making posts about it on Facebook. What was one of them? Like, dear future husband, like, let's talk to each other, not to our friends about our problems. Mm-hmm. The next post, the next day, I would put, dear future husband, like, you scratch my back, I scratch your back, we win together. Like, you know what I'm saying? So, and it was like, those were the kind of posts that I would put up. And he's telling me the things that he was missing out of his relationship. And he giving up, like he done with this stuff. And I'm like, no, like, don't ever give up. And you can go ahead, because you already know the story from there.
Thank you, PR.
Babe.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm nervous because I feel like I can't talk sometimes.
No, but you can.
I can talk.
Yes,
okay, thank you. So yeah, like I was saying, I was like blown away. It made me second guess everything, because initially I thought like Sabrina recorded our conversation, because like I said, I may have brought 3, 4, 5 points up, and she had a post for each and every one. And the only time that I recognized that these posts were actually old, it was not something that she just put up. And I'm like, how does she know all this stuff? And so I don't want to say this wrong, but I'm gonna say it. I say what I say. I'm like, but she's a woman, and what that means, not that a woman is incapable of knowing things. It's like she looks inside of a soul of a man and knew. Then I was like, there's no way she got to be reading a book or something. Like, she knew the inner workings of a man, and that it fit me. And from there on, I've just been, I don't even know how to word it, so thoroughly impressed, enamored with her soul, with her, she was just I couldn't believe it. It was nothing like I've experienced before. I call it the Sabrina experience because it's an experience. It's the whole package and everything. You know, y'all wouldn't even believe how this woman has changed my life directly, indirectly, just everything. It's amazing. You know what? I even speak Korean, y'all. Annyeonghaseyo.
That means thank you.
Chardonnay.
That means good
It's
job.
amazing. My life, yes, it's amazing, you know. And just from there on, I knew from there on that she was something so unique, so special as a person. And I'm gonna just tell you like this, I'm just putting it out there. I don't have a format. Y'all, when y'all see Sabrina, and I see a lot of times people give her compliments like, oh, she's such a beautiful, calm soul, she's regal, just everything, like everything that you think she is, she's that, but 10 times more. There is nothing like knowing her as a person, as and you see the beauty here, like in person. Oh my goodness, like beautiful inside and out. Listen, I'm not gonna say that, but just the fact that just how wonderful she is, it would not matter how she looked. I mean, she is that beautiful. Like, I mean, the outer beauty doesn't even count at this point. I mean, I'm talking about just the heart. She is, I'm gonna tell you like this. I've said it from the beginning. She is the light. I mean, it's that serious. It's that serious. She's a powerful woman. And like I said, I'm so glad that she came into my life in this way. Because I mean, of course, we worked together for 2 years, but it was nothing ever like, you know, that type of love interest. But once I got to know her, I was gone. I was just head over heels. I just could not believe it. I could not believe it. Like, and as I said, just talking on the phone over time and all that kind of situation. Once I met her, if y'all ever seen a Dave Chappelle show, when you see Rick James, and he met Rick James and he had that orange aura over him, like I saw that when I met Sabrina. Like I'm an energy person. I mean, when I saw her, I felt her. I was like, she the one. And granted, let's say it may not have been the best timing and all of that, but you know, I call it, in my opinion, I call it divine timing. Things shift around for certain things to happen. As Anissa from Brooklyn said, like it was written, it was done. And I'm telling you, from that point, from meeting her, I knew that I never wanted her to be out of my life. I had to be close to this woman. And guess what? You know, and she didn't feel that way. She did not feel that way. So y'all, so be clear, you know, be clear. She did not feel that way.
Nope.
And I wasn't shocked. It's just like, it was in my spirit. I knew for me, I had to do everything I could to make her know that it's good over here. You belong over here. We belong together. And at that point, she became my focus. I mean, that's what it is. Like I live, breathe, eat, sleep that, because I knew. It's like, you know, let's say for those who are have some religious understanding, it was like the best, like Noah, like when he had the mission to build the ark. That's what the story says. Like somebody who's focused on something, who's been given a purpose. That's what it was. Even if she didn't believe it, I believed it for myself. And I knew, I said, you have to do everything you can to let her know how you feel about her and that you are so serious about her, where you leave nothing on the table. And if she walks away from that, that's going to be her loss. Not that she isn't wonderful over here, but I knew there would be no one that could love her like I could. I knew that. Not that I worry about competition, not that I worry about who's there, inner space and all that kind of stuff. This is what you need over here. And that's what it came down to. And, you know, you want to jump in there? You seem like, I heard your lipstick pop.
No, that was yours.
That was me. There you go again. Yeah. And from then on,
yep. But yeah, we could discuss how, like he was like, I woke up one morning and I had received a text from him, and he was like, look, I don't know what I got to do, where I got to be. I'm just letting you know you are the one and I am going to pursue you, and it's nothing that's going to ever stop me in this history of life. I mean, it didn't say that verbatimly, but he just pretty much like put it out there like, you know, like you're the one. And I literally looked at my phone and was like, this guy is delusional. I was like, he needs to go somewhere and heal. I know, for real. Like, you know, and I just was like, wow. I was like, it's no way. I was like, he's just going through some things emotionally. I was like, and it's cool. I was like, I'll be, you know, there for him because he's going through a lot right now. And I really like want to, you know, be there for him because I really think he's a nice guy. I don't really even know this guy for real. I was like, so yeah, we just go, yeah, I'm gonna chill out. I'm gonna just see how he doing. Cause then I said, for real, I said at the end of the day, he probably just like everybody else saying the same thing like the other 20,014 men then said to me in my lifetime. You know what I'm saying? So I just was like, yeah, okay. I was like, so that's cute. I said, but you know, he is going through some things and maybe he, you know, I don't know, but I'm not trying to be nobody rebound. I'll tell you that. So let me just, you know, be nice to him and, you know, because that's how it was. You know, I said that to you.
Oh, she said worse than that, y'all. I don't know if she want me to tell y'all everything she said.
No,
Oh,
tell her.
gosh.
We gonna be transparent because we don't
Okay.
have it's
Okay.
like, yeah, that's it's
Yeah. So
want.
I mean, so in that situation of what I call, put on my video, making the transition. That's what I call from transition from a relationship into another different kind of life. You know, I moved. I was in the process of moving, and at the same time, just talking with Sabrina and all of that, I'm letting her know she's still backing up off me and everything. And I'm like, well, you know, even if I gave you a chance, or we're going to date, or whatever the case may be, I will never do a long distance relationship again. Like, you got to be right here in the mix, be close. You got to be at least, your max is 30 minutes away. And I'm like, wow.
And y'all know I've said that plenty of times.
I'm like, wow. Like, I'm look in my mind, because I listen. I'm telling you, because she was like almost silent in these situations. I'm doing all the talking and telling her I'm planning our future out and everything. She has agreed to nothing. She's not with nothing I'm talking about. She's just listening. And I'm like, this we could do probably for about like a year or so. We could date, you know, and we you know, I can't just, you know, this is where I live. I've never lived anywhere else. And I'm gonna, you know, finish up here. And
he's talking about DC.
Yeah, I'm talking about DC. I'm talking about DC. Oh, she needs to step out.
Yeah.
Okay.
Keep talking. I got on my
okay, good.
My pink pajama pants. I don't know.
Okay, go ahead. So yeah, I'm talking like, hey, I'm not. I haven't been anywhere else in my life, meaning lived anywhere else in my life. So that's gonna be a kind of stretch. But then, like, I kind of thought about it overnight. I was like, wow, just for you to say that is a possibility. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Oh, okay, not too much, baby. Thank you. Not, I lost my train of thought. Thinking about just me moving from a place that I've never lived anywhere else in my whole life. Now, I aspired once I retired to live somewhere else, and that wasn't in the plans for me. I'm thinking like, we could just do this for a year. I'm telling her what we're gonna do or what we should do. Yeah, we'll, you know, for like a year, and we'll see how it goes, and then I'm ready to make the move. To where you move,
ready to make the move.
Yeah, so to where you're gonna be. And she's like, yeah, that sound good and all. That's one of her saying. She'll hit you with that. When you hear those words, that means it don't sound
like
good.
That's cute.
Yeah, that sound good and all. Oh, you got me a little too glossy.
Oh, sorry. I just didn't want you to be gray.
Okay, that sound good and all, but I can't do that. That's not for me, because, you know, as sweet as she is, she's a very direct person. She's gonna let you know. She's gonna let you know where she at with it, and she's gonna do it with love, LOVE. She's not gonna be nasty, because that's her personality. But when she finished talking, you're gonna know where she at. And I knew. She was like, yeah, that's not really gonna work for me. We could like see each other maybe here and there, but I can't promise you anything about, or because I'm not doing it's not even a consideration to do long distance. I said, you know what? I'm ready to make that move. just for the opportunity to be in your space, to have the possibility to share life with you, I'm gonna take the leap of faith. I'm gonna take the leap of faith. And I'm thinking like, this is scary. I'm telling you, for me, and I'm not scared of anything. This is scary. Like, I'm just risking it all, uprooting everything. But I said, when would I ever get an opportunity to even be in a space with this lovely woman like this? Like, when I tell you, she's perfect for me, I promise you. All the things that y'all watch my Ask JDub Ready to Love. When I went down those qualities, they was asking me 5 or 6. She's everything. She's 10 and 11 of everything that I could ever ask. If I could write up of what I would want in a woman, she's it. Perfect. Check every single box. And I mean that. And it blows my mind that I was like, yes, I will make that move. I will make that move. And then look, hold up. Y'all gonna hear this too. And this was discouraging. She's like, oh, you really are? Because I don't think she was. She didn't really think I was. She was like, well, if you're going to come down where I am, I can't promise you that we're going to be exclusive. I'm not going to promise you that we're going to lock in like that. You know, we'll date and we'll see what happens. I'm like, wait a minute.
I was like, because I don't know you like that. I was like, you about to come down south. I don't know if you a killer. Wow, know nothing about you.
Wait a minute. And I'm like, wait a minute. Is this real? I mean, like, I'm telling this woman, I'm ready to put this on the line. You know what I mean? Okay. Yeah,
what you mean?
No, I'm just saying, you making when I'm so concerned about anytime she's looking and something wrong or something. I'm like, what's wrong, baby? What's going on?
No, because I'm looking at the questions, because they're leaving questions in the comments section.
Okay.
But since we're just talking right now, we're not getting to any questions. I'm starring all the questions.
Nice.
So we can get back to them later.
Nice.
That's all y'all questions. We're not ignoring y'all.
And she's smart too.
Because hey, Aries girl, hey.
She is so smart. Yeah. And well, I was like, so hold on. I'm going to put this thing on the line. I'm going to just switch it up. Be somewhere I've never been in my life. Because again, I've only been in the DC area, in that local area, all my life. So I was not ready to make that move just yet, because I'm not retired yet. I'm still working. And I'm like, oh wow, I'm really going to make this move. And she's not giving me anything, no guarantees. So I'm about to just, wow, I'm about to do this. And again, it helps when I sleep on stuff. I get clarity. And I thought, you know what? Again, like I said, I'm going to take this opportunity to be in a space with an incredible woman that, like, I don't even know how she's single. I don't know, but I get it, because she said she's just not going to settle, because I can understand who's going to be as intentional as I am in real life. So I get that. I get that. So I've definitely made that move. And it was all on faith. And I promise you, like I said, when I woke up, I said, absolutely, I'm ready to go all the way in. What's the worst thing that happen? It don't work. And guess what? I can go back home, meaning make a move, go back up to where I'm used to living in that area. But from that day on, because once I made that move, I could see that she began to trust me more. She saw that I was so serious and intentional about her. From that day on, once I got down, I never stopped. Every single day. Yeah,
because it's like, now you here, what you gonna do?
Every single day.
Just because you down here, okay, well, you moving down here, that was cute, but I still need more. Like, I want it all, and that's exactly what I meant. You know what I'm saying? So let them know how long your commute is.
Oh, we already answered that question? Yeah.
We can. Yeah. Because they need to understand, like, because this is like a true love story, and me reviewing the show, ready to make a move or whatever. And people are like, I think you said on someone was like, ain't no man gonna make no move, or ain't no woman gonna make the move. No, it really does happen. And I'm sitting here watching before this, before we went public, and I'm sitting here watching like, no, like, y'all sitting here, I'm talking about the screen, me watching the show. I'm like, no, it can really happen, because I'm living it, but I just couldn't tell you guys that, you know what I mean?
Right.
But yeah, like, so He does. He did. He moved down here, and no, we do not live together. Okay, let's put that out there.
I hope so.
So no, we don't live together. He did move down here though, because I told him, if I'm not interested in dating anyone long distance. If we're gonna even go out on a date, for me to get to know you, like, you need to be at least 30 minutes away. Absolutely true. Absolutely. So he did. He packed his stuff up. Because he was literally in his situation, his transition with that previous situation, he was already transitioning somewhere else. So, he was like, am I going to transition over here, or am I going to transition south? Like, so he had his options. He had to decide what he wanted to do. And he decided to transition south. And he still has his work life. And he travels every day for work. And he does it to be with me, because I'm not dating anyone more than 30 minutes away. So he moved down here, and he literally drives. You want to tell him?
Look at Lydia. I thought Sabrina was in DC too. I wish she was.
No. So real quick. So I'm not in DC. I was in DC. So I actually lived in the DC, Maryland area for 15 years. So, and a lot of people up there definitely do know me. Those was my stomping grounds, like 15 years, like I said. But when my dad got sick, I moved closer. I got a place down here. I moved closer to them so I could help my mom take care of my dad. And this was literally right after the show. You know what I mean? Y'all saw me on episode 1. I was crying and all that other stuff. I was talking about my situation. But what happened is right after the show, we filmed in July and August, the show Ready to Love DC. If you guys don't know, it's a lot of you in here. It's almost 300 of you in here. September, the show aired. In December, my mom died. So my mom was my dad's full-time caretaker. So my dad didn't have anybody. So I couldn't go back north. I couldn't do anything. I had to stay down here, and I had to take care of my father. So I never transitioned back up north. So I've been down here the whole time. So that's how I end up staying down south. So, yeah, go ahead.
Okay, you gonna let me go?
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, so Caramel Beauty's right. Yes, it's a 2-hour commute in real life. And so pretty much every weekend in total, I'm on the road one day out of that week, and collectively like 24 hours on the road. Yeah, in real life. And could I ever imagine that or think about doing that for anybody? Absolutely not. Sure. Absolutely not. But when you come in contact with a beautiful soul like this, it'll change your life. It'll change your life. My life's been changed in so many ways. My aspects, like the hope for the future, just to be around a person that's so positive, so loving, so open. Like, I mean, she's everything, and I mean that. And it's easy to say, and this is just something I've never experienced before. I hope that you all can experience a type of love like this, because it's like a once in a lifetime thing. Yes, Aries, 2 hours one way.
And don't let it be traffic.
Yeah,
that's 3 hours.
Yeah, and I do I do different shifts, variable shifts. So I might do 8 hours one day, I might do 11 hours one day. It's a real thing. And I'm gonna just tell you, it's not easy, but I'm gonna tell you, it's so worth it. I don't regret it at all. It was just, it's totally worth it. So luckily, because we're going all the way in, luckily I will be retiring soon. When I say in the near future, like in the next year. So I got to tough this year out and see it. I didn't came too far to get close. I need to be retired. I can't tell you how many mornings I got up to go to the same job. And yes, Amanda, I do need a remote. I wish I could get one, but I can't.
Go to the star questions.
Go to the one.
The star questions.
Oh, okay.
Because before we get too much.
Okay, before we go to, okay. You want me to hit the first star question?
Well, we kind of answered that from D Brown. You can show
Brown,
it.
show
Yeah,
D
she
Brown.
says, I didn't know y'all lived in the same city, or is it long distance for now?
Okay.
Go to the next one. Big Steph said, when did y'all know the other, you have your glasses on?
When did you, yeah, we both have been damaged by LASIK surgery, and we're going to sue class action. Anybody in the chat who has LASIK surgery and you've been damaged,
we're not suing.
Put it down. Okay, we're
That's
not
just
suing.
comedy. So yeah, before we like get into,
we're gonna get sued by who's the LASIK group?
I don't know. You got to be careful in these YouTube streets, honey.
This is an adjustment, because y'all know, for those who are subscribed to my channel, I go off. I say whatever I want to. I say whatever. I don't care about no legal stuff. Puff Daddy, whoever, bring it on. I'm gonna speak on it. I don't care. You know, and Sabrina is a professional. She's media trained and all that kind of stuff. So she got me up with managing my feelings and emotions. I'm raw. You know, so, but it's a good time still.
So Big Steph says, when did y'all know? Oh, okay.
When did y'all know the other one was the one? JDub, you were crushing on her. See, I can't even read. Exactly. I can't even see these glasses.
No, you need to put them back on.
These glasses, yeah.
Were you crushing on her when she was on Ready to Love?
Okay, so the first one is, I can speak for me. When did I know she was the one? Once I met her, because as I told you, her Facebook posts and her conversations from that point on let me know what type of woman she was, and that she really understood me. I don't forget the other men, that what men need and all that. I felt she was speaking to me. I felt it was me, and it was answering every, I guess, gripe or deficiency I had. And once I met her in person, because I'm an energy person, it was so right. Like I said, it was an aura. It wasn't definitely a celebrity starstruck, because I've worked with Sabrina, so I don't really see people from Ready to Love as celebrities. I see them as people being on TV or whatever the case may be, and as a YouTuber. That's how more so I know Sabrina, because also when I don't see the hair, I don't kind of put that's Sabrina.
the blonde short hair.
I don't really see all of that. I really don't see all of that. So for me, when I met her in person, because I told you she wasn't that sweet. I mean, she was still nice, but she didn't see it for me, like, more so when we met. I was gone. I was over the moon. I was like, oh my goodness, this is the one. I gotta be in her life. I don't know how she feel, but I'm gonna do everything I can to keep her in my life. So when did you know JDub was the one? The number one comment. When did you know? When did you know?
I want to say, I think I knew you were the one. Like, it took some time.
Yeah.
Because even like, though, like, he moved down, because like I have my whole life going on. And then too, like, I have a whole daughter. Like, I'm not trying to like even if he didn't move down here, I was like, I'm not going to treat him any differently than I would treat someone that I would have met down here. So I was like, I'm not going to just introduce him to my daughter right away. You know what I mean? So it was like, it was a vetting process. Like, we had to go on dates. Like, I had to talk to him. We talk on the phone all the time. So just communicating with him all the time and just going on dates. And I knew he was the one when, after, I want to say about maybe like a month, I was like, because he was consistent. And when I say consistent, I'm talking about all 31 days consistent. Okay. I'm talking about dang on near breakfast, bringing me breakfast to my job every morning, every week. I always had fresh flowers in the house. I still have some in here right now. He always keeps fresh flowers in my house every week. If they look like they're dying, he would see them dying. He would see when he would come and visit, because a lot of times he would come and bring me food, my daughter food, literally come just to drop food off after he drove 2 to 3 hours from work. He would drive straight here and surprise me, because he knows what kind of food I like. Bring me food. He knows what kind of food my daughter likes. Bring food to her and be like, I just wanted to drop this off. And sometimes show up with a new bouquet of flowers. And I'd be like, oh my God, because he knew the other ones were dying. You know what I mean? So yeah, I'm literally saying like very, very consistent. So I want to say after about a month, because I didn't want him around my daughter. I didn't want him to really like know my personal space. I wasn't ready for him to like be in my life like that. So I want to say it took about a month, maybe a little over a month for me to be like, wow, I didn't really let him know I think he may be the one. But in my head, I was like, if he's consistent like this, and if this is how we're going, what woman wouldn't want to be with a man like this? This man made me food one night, made me food. And when he was like, hey, I'm coming over, or what, did you bring it to my job or did you bring it to the house? I wasn't
Which
sure.
time? I'm such a loving and doting person for you. So which time did I bring you food? You know, I'm food babe. Tell me.
So so the thing is, you know, he and I, when we talk, because we talk a lot, guys. I'm talking about, we will talk hours and hours and hours and hours. I'm talking about 8 hours sometimes a day, 6 hours a day, 4 hours a day. You can add it all up. Sometimes it's like that. And it's literally been like that since like we started talking, because I wanted us to really get to know each other. What were you about to say?
Yeah, I really wanted to put a pin in that, because really it's because she wasn't really giving me access like I wanted. You know,
I was.
It felt like a long distance relationship. It felt like a long distance relationship. Then, however, she put so much time in speaking with me, and when I talk, like y'all see on Make a Move or whatever, this is me. I don't ask her about what her favorite color is. You know, we get into like love language. We get into what does a exclusive relationship look like to you, like stuff that mattered to me, because I deep dive and we going in, both of us. Because you talking about, she does interviews. She interviewed me, so I mean, she made me open up and assured me that this was a safe space, and that's something I've never had in a person to speak on. Like I can openly speak to her and she would never judge me, you know, like I don't have to hide anything. And that's I don't ever have to double back, even if whatever the truth is, good, bad, or ugly. I could tell her that's where it stays. She processed it. She's collecting the data, and you know, hopefully it didn't push her away. And I definitely did that. So, and when she's talking about me consistently, I'm gonna let her get the stage back or whatever. Everybody talks about, and it's true though, I say to the ladies like on my channel about what a man should be doing, being very consistent. This woman right here is so consistent. She leaves no room on the table to let you know that the interest was there. She made it clear that she had her boundaries put up. However, she made it known to me by her actions that I was someone important, a person of interest, and that she was very into me. So I'm gonna say, take that point to us later. If you're into someone, that consistency needs to be reciprocated, because the way she treated me every day, I knew that she felt something for me. So that gave me the energy to keep going. Even though I knew my mission, she made me know I'm a person of importance. And that was so beautiful to me. It was so powerful. So, yeah.
So yeah, so he didn't know how to cook, and then, but he always wants to feed me. He always wants to make sure that I eat. So he made me, it was that chicken casserole thingy or whatever. I was like, what are you doing? He was like, I'm cooking. I'm like, what are you cooking? He's like, I'm cooking this. I'm like, whoa, okay. And he's like, I'm cooking it for you. And I'm like, what? He's like, yeah, I went to the grocery store. I'm cooking. And I was like, but I thought you told me you didn't know how to cook. He's like, I didn't. He's like, I'm learning it off of YouTube. I'm like, so you're watching YouTube. Hold on.
I had a band. It was a KKK member.
Oh my God.
Yeah, he's talking about having a white Christmas and all that kind of stuff. So,
are you sure that's what he meant? Was it?
He had a hood.
Oh,
they had a hood, and when questioned, they got to go anyway. If the question ain't, if it ain't on the level, it got to go anyway. I know this is your channel, but you know.
No, I get it. No, yeah, that's. Oh yeah, like look at his name.
Yeah, that's what I'm telling you.
Oh my
God. The KKK. Yeah, I had to take him up out of here.
I'm trying to look, but so he doesn't know how to cook. He literally goes on YouTube to figure out how to make these dishes, and he cooks for me, and he does it like once a week. And I'm like, why do you do this? And he literally brings me like casserole dishes of food for me and Sadora to eat like every week. I'm like, what are you doing? He's like, y'all have to eat, and I know you do so much. You do so much for Sadora. You do so much for work. You always have something to do. You know. And he's like, so I just want to lighten the load for you. So he literally cooks at his house and literally like Ma do and brings me the food. So I have food for like the week. So, but we do cook for each other though. But yeah, I think that is so sweet. So what were you about to say? I'm sorry to cut you off.
I don't know. I'm going to interrupt you because I had to tell the people about consistency, how like we focus on men being consistent, and that like women need to show up too.
Right.
It
you
matters.
have to reciprocate it. Absolutely.
Yes.
Yeah. Because I know we as women, we do. And I did. And I wanted it. I wanted you to be consistent. If you say you're going to do this and you're going to take me out on a date, then guess what? I would expect you to plan it. I would expect you to step up like a man and plan it and do it. So when we did the painting date, he showed up with bottles of wine. He showed up with flowers. He showed up and surprised me with this painting date. I mean, I didn't have to. Only thing he said was, meet me here. I don't even think you said that because you were originally supposed to take me, right? But it didn't work out like that. And then I had
because I was working. Yeah, I was working, and traffic was bad,
right?
And I couldn't get back down, and we had an appointment, so we had to be there at a certain time.
So he literally was driving south 2 hours from work to meet me, but traffic got bad, so I had to end up meeting him there. So yeah, like he planned everything. So, but because he's so consistent with me, it's only right that I'm consistent with him. And a lot of women I be seeing like, he got to do this, he got to do that, and he got to do this, and he got to do that. And I'm like, well, what are you doing to keep his interest there? You know what I mean? So yeah, I do. I show up for him just like he shows up for me. And we really make it work. And one other thing that we don't do is we don't keep tabs. You know what I mean? So it's not like, well, I cooked for you last night. Like you haven't cooked for me you know what I mean? We don't keep tabs. He does. He goes above and beyond for me. Like I could be like, oh my God, I'm thirsty. Let me tell you, he will come back with 4 cups of different juices if I say I'm thirsty. And I'll be like, I got a taste for grapes. He will come back to the house, drive to the grocery store and come back with watermelon, grapes, strawberries, pear, cantaloupe, and be like, you said you wanted fruit. Here you go. Like, that's just what he does. And he's such an amazing man. He definitely shows up. I can be like, oh, wow, like, golly, my neck. Before I could even be like, my neck. He's already giving me a massage. He done went and got the oil. He done went and got the lotion. He done went and got the massager. He done went. Yeah, like, he definitely shows up. He's pretty freaking amazing. So, but anyway, okay, I'm sorry. It was my little rant.
Nah, it was really you. It was your time. I had to let the people know that we focus on men being consistent, but like I said, this is something it's unheard of, how consistent Sabrina is. Like I said, that gave me the energy to know like, oh, hey, she's still putting her boundaries up, but she's in it to win it. She believes in what I'm doing, even though, like I said, she'll hit me with, well, that sounds cute and all that kind of stuff, you know, and I get it because, I get it because, you know, a lot of people been through hurt, including Sabrina, and we don't focus on the past, but those experiences are part of who you are today. And that was very important that, you know, I show up, and it was okay that you made me prove myself. I'm good with that, you know, because I said, it would stand up. It would hold up who I am and what I'm willing to do for her. You know, it's not no representative or whatever.
And that's what I had to figure out and make sure that it wasn't a representative, because I wasn't trying to be okie doked again. I was like, I don't care how far this man drive. He can go drive back to where he came from. You know what I mean? But the fact that he did take a leap of faith and he did move south and to just have an opportunity with me, because I was like, look, I like you're cool, like you know, like I'm a little interested. I want to see what you got to say. But for real, I was like, I really don't want you to be too excited about this. I was like, I'm not going to promise you anything. Like, I'm not saying that I'm dating you exclusively, because one thing about me, when I was dating. I wanted to keep my options open. And just because he moved 2 hours south didn't make it no different for him. You know what I mean? But ironically, at the time, I wasn't even dating anybody, but I just didn't want him to know that. You know what I'm saying? I want him to think like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you got to work for this. Even though it was no one else I was dating. I was like single at the time. So, yeah. And then I want to say about like a month and a half after I told him, I was like, I think I would be interested in dating you exclusively. Like just me and him, meaning I was letting him know that I wasn't going to be out there, because I wanted to really do like grown man, grown woman stuff here. You know what I mean? Like communication is huge with me. And that's one thing that I told him too when we first started dealing with each other. Like, we have to communicate with each other, and I want us to communicate effectively. I don't want it to be situations where you have to wonder what I'm thinking, or I have to wonder what you thinking. No, like, you got questions you need to ask. And yeah, so we started dating like just exclusively about a month and a half after that. Like, I'm gonna see where this go. And he knows. Even after that, I still told him, like, I still don't really know about you, like, you know, like I'm still learning you. So like, I just need you to know that, you know what I mean? Because you used to be like, Dad, because remember, you used to feel so like uncertain, because you used to be like, Dad, like she could tell me any day, like, you know what, I'm just not feeling it. And that's how I used to talk to him, and he hated it.
I definitely hate it, because it makes you feel unsure. I'm like, look at all this. Look what I'm doing. Look what I'm bringing here. Look what I'm
like,
I'm like, yeah. I'm like, well, again, like I said, I received the message internally and was told, like, it through my spirit, it said, no, keep going. It don't even matter what she say. Not that you discard what she's saying. It's just the fact that I know I have a mission to do. I believe what I'm doing, and I'm going to go forward no matter what until she tells me I can't come forward anymore. And I'm going to show her who I am, show her what I'm about, and I think she's going to love it. Because she definitely has as optimistic as a person she is. She's a realist at the same time. She's gonna let you know, like, you're wooing me, you're consistent, and we still gotta see. I'm like, but that's what it is.
Yeah.
I understood it was a defense mechanism, or it is a defense mechanism to make sure her heart is protected and that I'm who I say I am. So I understood.
Yeah. All right. It was a couple questions. You want to go and
we'll go to the questions. We'll questionnaire. Oh, we wasn't finished with she had a 2-part question. She was like, "Oh, you was crushing on Sabrina.
Oh,
was you? Oh, were I crushing? No, but somebody said you was crushing. No, I actually wasn't. Of course, I could recognize all this beauty in here, but like more so, she's a beautiful person. I mean, even beyond what you see, it's just the fact that I wasn't in position to even think, do anything with Sabrina anytime, because we actually did have a one-on-one conversation through a video when I asked her to help me with my YouTube. Because guess what? I am still struggling as a new YouTuber. I just learned how to send a URL this year, and I learned on my own. I know people who moderate can do that and all that. I'm just a person who was making comments, and people pushed me to do a YouTube channel. So I jumped off the porch and did it with no computer experience or how to do it or whatever. So she helped me one-on-one. And again, that was just the kindness of her heart. She was busy. She was almost doing 100 things at one time, but she took time to help me. And I thought that was special. It was a very professional meeting or whatever. And I'm like, wow, it's like she cares about her friends, because I'll answer the question before. I've known like Sabrina over 2 years professionally, and she'll do it for anybody. She'll help anybody. And I do realize, I understand this is the light. I'm telling you, this is light. I realize that I share her with the world because she's just a beautiful person. And where you may see something different or it's funny, we'll sit down at a restaurant and she'll sit and talk to the waiter or whatever, but it's totally, what do you call it, innocent or anything like that. And it's never disrespectful, because that's one on my list. I need a woman who's respectful. And she's that. She loves people. She's interested in people. There's nothing about her that's negative, that has malice in it or ill intentions ever. Like, she's just that.
I'll talk to anybody.
Yep.
Anybody. You could be the person sitting outside 7-Elevens bumming a cigarette. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'll talk to anybody. It doesn't matter. And because I always say, like, you never know, like, what you can learn from who, and I'm not one of those people that judges people, because I've been at the lowest of the low, you know what I mean? So like, I've been homeless. I've lived out my car. I've never, it was a time when I didn't have any money for food or anything, so yeah, so I've just been there, and I don't like look at people any differently than me, because when I see people that may not be where I am right now, or may not have the things that I may have or that you may have, like when I see them, I see me, you know, I see me in them because I've been there. You know what I mean? So, and I just learned so many things. Like he'll tell you, he says I'm so smart, but like I've learned like the craziest things from people that you would never think that you would learn from. You know what I'm saying? So, but anyway, what are you about to say?
I'm waiting for you. I'm answering the question.
Okay.
That's all. So I mean, these questions we already answered. Black girls getting their shit together. I'm late to this wonderful story. How long have you known each other? Yeah, a bit over 2 years professionally.
Yeah.
So, Aries already love alumni says, wait, how far was the move? 2 hours.
Yep, 2 hours.
Did y'all meet on the bridge? Jamoya Jemison wants to know. This is what we're doing. This is our bridge meeting. You know, this is it. This is it. Like I finally wore it down. But no, you know, I was steadfast in what I believed in, and I believed eventually that she would say like yes, you know, because it was not easy. That's what I'm gonna say. That's why I said it's not the like, oh, let's say the love at first sight story or anything like that. It was when I saw it, I knew. She did not, you know, and that wasn't the most reassuring feeling, but I knew she was worth it in real life. Oh, this is a good one. So, who said I love you first? You want me to jump in there?
You can.
I'm gonna say it like this. Then I tell y'all Sabrina was an interviewer. She's a true interviewer. And it was like a Jedi mind trick that she did. Like, I can't tell you when she asked me. For some reason, she asked me. And like I said, when she speaks, like in real life, our souls are like connected. We don't just talk. We deep dive in. Like you said, it's no exaggeration. We'll sit on the phone 3, 4, 5 hours. And that's why I said it felt like a long distance relationship because we talked more than we saw each other. Right. And it was like, we going in. And she's asked me, she said, my spirit told me to ask you something. I was like, what's that? Do you love me? I said, oh my God.
I was like, are you in love with me?
Oh, are you in love with me? Yeah. Are you in love? I was afraid to ask. And I don't remember when she asked me that, but it was pretty early on.
It was.
And because we initially always out the gate promised to tell each other the truth, be honest with each other.
Always, even if it hurts.
Yeah. Be straight up with each other. Honesty is the best policy. And that's what it was. So I felt forced. I did not want to. I would not have told her that I love her, but she asked me in a spirit and interview style, and I had to tell her the truth. I had to tell her the truth. I had to tell her the truth, and I did. Yeah. And I did. So it was me who said it first, even though I felt like I was tricked to do it.
Yeah. No, it wasn't tricked.
Well,
no, like my spirit really asked me because I was like, because I'm talking to him because like I told y'all, like it was just, you know, because all we really had at that time was communication because like he worked all the time. I work all the time. I wasn't going to be going to his house for real. And he wasn't going to be coming to my house. So it was like, all we had was the phone, you know, like when you first meet somebody and y'all just like go on dates here and there. But if you're trying to get to know the person, like you're on the phone with them all the time. So that's how it was with he and I for like weeks and weeks and weeks. And then like after like a couple of weeks, I was like, this man, the things he's saying, I was like, and I felt a type of way about asking him, you know, like, are you in love with me? I'm like, I don't want to just ask him because he might be like, what? In love with you? Like, who are you? Like, no, love you. This too quick to be in love with you. Like, no, I don't follow nobody. So I was like, oh my God. But then my spirit was like, no, you need to ask him. And I was like, I don't want to ask him. Spirit was like, no, you need to ask him. And I was like, Spirit, I just don't feel right. Like you asking for me. And it was a lot, you know. But Spirit said ask, so I asked. And then he said, yeah, he was in love. And I was like, oh, sugar. I was like, you don't think this is too soon? He's like, look, I've loved you. No, I'm just you can
Okay, let me go to the next question. Let's see. We move. Who's that? Okay.
You want to do how did you introduce? We already did.
No, we did that one. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Allison Lowe says, "How did you introduce Adora?" That's your question. Yeah.
So that was the golf thing, right? Yeah, it was Top Golf. Yep, it was that.
Was it?
Yeah, I think so.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I think I was like, yeah, I told her, I was like, I just want to let you know I met someone. I think like he's a great guy. like, you know, just kind of seeing him and seeing how it goes, not rushing into anything. But I really think like you should like meet him, because I knew at that point like JDub was like it, and I was ready to move forward with him meeting Sedora, because I knew I wanted to keep him in my life. And if he was going to be able to be in my life, he was going to have to be in my daughter's life. And one thing about me is, because like if my daughter was younger, it would have been a little bit different. But my daughter's at the age now where she's like a whole teenager. And I didn't want to wait too long and then feel like I am so in love with this man. I want to be with this man. And then guess what? My daughter meets this man and she's like, I ain't feeling him. You know what I mean? So it was, remember we went to talk, the golfing thing?
Yeah, I remember talking.
Oh, okay, yeah. Because you're looking like, I don't remember, but I would need us to be on the same page if we're going to be telling this story. Goodness. So yeah, so I told her, or was it Top Golf? Was it?
I mean, you just said it was, so that's
I'm
the
trying
one.
to remember.
That's the one.
Yeah.
Top Golf.
Okay.
Yeah.
So anyway, so I was like, we're going to go hang out. Yeah. So we're going to go hang out with my friends. So we did. So we ended up going to, I think it was Top Golf or golf, one of those golf places.
Yeah, it was Top Golf.
It was Top Golf. Okay. And we went there and we literally like played golf just so she could feel the vibe. And then I think I asked her, I was like, so how do you feel? She was like, yeah, all right, but I don't really know him like that. And it's too early. Okay. It's too early. Like he all right, but we'll see. And I was like, dang. And it was like that for weeks. Remember, it was like that for weeks and weeks and weeks. I was like, Sedora. So like we would have like a situation, because like I'm a single mom, you know what I mean? I don't have anyone to watch Sedora. Like Sedora's with me full time. So it would be like our date night sometimes would be my daughter, and we would do date night and my daughter would be with us. And then after like we would get home, I'd be like, Sedora, so like he's starting to feel him. She like, yeah, it's too soon, mom. Like I'll like him when I'm ready to like him. Okay.
Well, sometimes it wasn't all date night. You did get a babysitter a few times.
Yeah, but I'm well, yeah, we did. We did get a babysitter, but it was a lot of times because I wanted y'all to like really get to like vibe off each other. So she did spend a lot of time with us, but we did have our own like date nights too. So, but that's how it was. And it took time for just probably as long as it took time for me to get to like really feeling you. It took just as much time for her to be like, oh, he's a nice guy. I think I like him, Mom. So yeah.
I'm nice. I'm so nice.
She's like, he brought us food again. Like, what did he get? Chick-fil-A? Mom, I think I might like him. I think he might be a good guy. She like, did he give me a lemonade? So, oh, you want to go to the next question?
Yep. Ravine S is a question for me.
And then let's go back to the live.
This is a question for me.
Okay.
So go, JDub. Oh no, it's for you. It's for you. Have you met? Yes. Well,
yeah, you can answer. Yeah,
yeah. She's met my son. She hasn't met my daughter. That is an estranged relationship. I won't go into that part. But yeah, she's met my daughter, and so has Sedora as well. And
I met your son.
Yeah, that's what I said.
You said, I thought you said I met.
No, she didn't meet my daughter. Did I say that?
Yeah.
Okay. Wait.
Meet your daughter.
I play it back what I said.
Because you said
we just argued. Y'all.
You said it was an estranged relationship
with my daughter. Yeah.
I've never met.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I thought that's what you said, that I met her. I was like, no, I didn't meet her because it's estranged.
Yeah. So yes, she's met my son, and so has Sedora and everything. We had a wonderful time. We have like our it's just like just a blended family.
Sedora and his son, they hit it off. Yeah, like they even fought like brother and sister. They talked like brother and sister. Yeah, it was such a good energy. Yeah, absolutely. So yeah.
So what did we miss? Okay, did we miss anything? That's a question. That's a question.
Okay. So I guess we got a couple more questions. You want to hold on? Is it good to say he? Okay.
Yeah, that's an easy one.
All right. So
no, we're gonna go here.
Yeah, because we're not gonna keep y'all too long. We definitely just wanted to communicate with you guys.
Okay, D Brown says, Sabrina, did you love him at the time when you asked him? Did you spirit him?
No, I was not in love with him then. He knows it.
It sounds so bad. Okay, movie. Next question. Chandra Marie says, "When is the wedding, and am I invited? When is it? I don't know. We don't. You know, we don't. When is the wedding? When is the wedding? Did we plan a wedding? I don't know.
I don't know. Did we?
Did we? I don't know. Did we
I don't know. We
didn't
to be
plan a
continued.
wedding.
I don't know.
Yeah. I guess y'all got to follow the journey because again, I'm gonna tell you like this.
So let me ask you.
Okay.
So would you marry me?
It's a no-brainer. Why wouldn't I? You. Didn't I tell you? And I told them you check every single box. That if I could have drawn up the perfect woman for me, it still wouldn't be as good as you. And I mean that totally. Like I wouldn't even. I'd be like, that's asking for too much. Now you're being greedy. Now you're being greedy. You want all that in a woman, and you want a robot. But no, she's definitely not a robot. But the qualities are just everything I've always wanted and more, things I didn't even know I needed or wanted. So yeah. So no, you got to be continued, you know, because look, as what do you call it, as much as an optimistic person she is, like I said, she's a realist at the same time. You know, I do everything I'm supposed to. She'd be like, well, we still got to see. I'm like, okay, so
like, that's cute.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's cute. Maybe ask, how comfortable do you guys feel with each other? That's an easy question.
Yeah.
You want to go first?
You can go first.
You sure?
Yes.
Maybe me and Sabrina fit like a hand in glove. I mean, in real life, like I said, and I mean that when y'all see, when I say, then you just saw we just argue. That's how like we argue. Because I'm just glad y'all caught some of the stuff she say. Like, I didn't say that, I didn't do that, because she really didn't realize that she just did that. I never looked at you. I never looked at you like this. I never looked at, I'm like, babe. And I don't get mad or frustrated with her because again, she doesn't have a mean bone in her body. But the fact is, thank you. So y'all brought some sanity in my mind. That's something that I have to deal with. Like that was out. That's how we argue, just like that. I didn't say that, or I didn't look like that, and she didn't mean anything by it. But it's just the fact that, yeah, we're so comfortable with each other. Like early on, I'm gonna say her. She's responsible for providing a safe space where we could always speak to each other candidly without judgment. And that's something like we build in a trust. So I can really say anything I want to her, and she definitely says anything that she wants with me. And I always make sure tell her that how important that is. Like, I don't want nothing in between us. I want us to always be real, raw, never brutal, but just straight up, because after we discuss what we're going to discuss, we have new understanding and we're going to move forward. So let's always keep that line of communication open.
So what did she say? She had a good question. What was the question? Oh. That was the question. What?
I was just pointing at you.
Why?
Because messing with you, going back up in the chat. So
okay. Mm-hmm. Okay, so what is this? So it's good to say he pursued you, Sabrina, and feels like he has found favor.
So it's good to say. It's absolutely good to say, because that's exactly what happened. I did everything I possibly could to show her who I was and let her know that there's no doubt, there's no gray areas of what's going on. Like, I want to be with you. You need to be over here. This is where you need to be at. And yes, I feel like I hit the lottery every single day when she accepted me into her life for real. I just feel like the luckiest man in the whole world. Like every day, she's the last thing I think about when I go to sleep. She's the first thing I think about when she wakes up, when I wake up. And yeah, I mean, I in real life, I won in real life. What more could I ask for? That's all. Mm-hmm. It's just, it's been phenomenal.
Yeah.
It's been an experience.
Yeah, it has been. Yeah, because in the beginning, you know, I mean, let's keep it 100. Like, we know like how it kind of all sort of kind of, but y'all don't know sort of kind of not really how it started. Sort of kind of you do, you know, because I just was like, I need time. And I told him, I was like, I don't know if I feel comfortable with even moving forward. I was like, because am I a rebound? Like, I asked him that. I was like, because I'm not no rebound. I was like, you like Like how you go from one situation to another situation, like what's going on, like how, like I had a lot of questions, like how long has it been, like when was the last time, like how long y'all wedding together, like how long, like I asked him about his last situation, like I just needed to make sense for me. And you know, and I just didn't want to be placed in something that was temporary for him, because I wasn't looking for anything temporary. So that's why we had to have those hard conversations, those long conversations. And I did ask a lot of questions. A lot of questions. I had to, because I'm not no rebound. You know what I mean? Like
you ain't
I'm
no
not
chicken nugget. You ain't no French fry. Yeah,
no,
none of that.
And I wasn't trying to invest into anything that was just like, well, you know, I don't really know about the situation. I was like, I need to see paperwork. I need to see this. I need to see that. Like, I need to see like what's going on, like what's really good, you know? So, and before like anything really got solidified, I was like, I'm not trying to do nothing. Like we friends until stuff gets solidified. And once it got solidified, I was like, okay, now like let's, like we can move forward, like we can like really start like dating each other, and you know, and we'll see. Because I was like, I need to know that everything is done, you know. But it was good to be able to have those conversations and have that communication with you, you know, and getting to know you in the process and seeing like if you were really real. Yeah, because I ain't no side chick, I ain't no rebound, no fall back, no fall front forward. I was like, all this over here, and you gonna play with it? I was like, no, we're not gonna play with it. And I had to make sure he wasn't gonna play with it. So
don't play with it.
Yeah.
Okay. We got a question from Karen A. Would you seek counseling before marriage? You want me to get that one?
Yeah, you can.
You said yes, we do.
Yeah, like absolutely. Like we would. No, counseling is amazing.
Yeah, they saying like if before we got married, would we take marriage counseling, like a course or whatever? We'd be open to it.
Absolutely.
Yeah, you know, I am a what do you call it? I am a advocate for counseling because you really get to learn a lot about each other. I mean, like they go deeper. This is someone that's professional, and it's just not that something has to be wrong. You just kind of lay things out and get an understanding between each other, like via a professional. So yeah, I'm definitely down and willing and all that good stuff. Seeking it.
Yeah.
Chicago girl has a question. I know you like to go. I'm gonna let you run your thing. Go ahead and run your thing.
No, it's cool. It's cool. We can go back to the thing. So what did everyone else say? So I did see another question that was kind of close to this. Like, what did they say? So to be honest with you, I actually have Single Soulmates starting. What's today? Monday? Excuse me. I have Single Soulmates starting this week. So, and like I said, when I do my panels or anything like that, or when I do my shows or anything like that, I do have group chats, and the lineup is so amazing. I have such amazing women and men that are going to be joining us for Single Soulmates this season. But they're in the group chat. I've talked to them about the show that we're going to be starting this week. But as for like my personal life, we haven't discussed it. I'm cool with all of them, but I'm not that cool. Like, hey, let me tell you what, you know what I mean? I mean, just like if this situation wasn't happening, and if JW was going to be one of the panelists, then he would just be in the group chat, and it wouldn't be like, let me call JW and tell him. No, like I don't flow like that. I'm cool with them, yes, and we may be like Merry Christmas, whatever. But as for let me call Tyrone and tell him, we just don't have that kind of life. And honestly, like a lot of them have like their own things kind of going on right now. I'm sure that they have seen the post and probably have heard that he and I are together, but it's not anything that I'm calling like my friends that are, you know, and like publicizing it, or they're calling me asking about it, because I know at one point in our situation, it did get kind of, you know, it was a lot, and it was and not to get too deep into it, but it was a situation, and I'm pretty sure that people are probably treading lightly with the situation with us because of how like some things like went down in the very beginning. So, and you know, and it just needed to make sense for us too. but without, you know, going too deep into the past, because the past is so irrelevant, and some people are too, and we just don't like to give any energy into those type of situations and those people. We just really try to just focus on like the positive energy, the positive comments, the positive people, the people that are on our side, because everyone's not gonna like us and love us. So we just want to gravitate towards the people that do and that are our people, you know what I mean? And we just gonna stick with it, like, because everybody's not gonna like us, but we just want to stick with the people like our own, like our family that supports us. So
okay, let me hit the next question. Where we at? Okay, we had PS. And this was asked twice, so you know I like this because you know even though you've already said some things, but they want to know. Let me read it for you.
okay.
PC Serial Mom asks, "Okay, it's your turn to speak in glowing terms about JDub
To
to Sabrina. We've all heard how all he loves about you, what he loves about you, but they haven't heard much about you. Like the beginning of our relationship, I was talking and telling and professing and all that. But I mean, that's okay because I had a plan for us before she even knew that it was a plan, because I believed in it and I knew it and I felt that, you know, it should be there. But yes, yeah, that's all. They just want to know, like, you know, just how you know, the things are pretty much like how it is. She's putting it down here. PC Serial Mom said, "What do you love about JDub's inner being? Not just all this right here, all this beefcake over here. You know, just you know, not all of that. What the inner being? What do you love about that?"
So one of the things, and we can just start from the very beginning, as I said when we were talking about it in the beginning, one thing about JDub is he is very consistent. He is very, very consistent. Months and months have passed by, and the flowers have not stopped. The cooking hasn't stopped. He opens up the door for me. He closes the door. He helps me out the car. Like, he does all those things, but when it comes down to like his heart, like, he shows up. Like, that man that y'all want to cater to you, he shows up 1000%. He is that man. But when it comes to like that inner, I don't want to say beauty, but it is beauty. It's the inner beauty about him.
We don't have to talk about men can be beautiful too.
Like,
have
when
beautiful
he
souls.
he talks to me like he doesn't raise his voice. He talks to me even like when we are arguing, or when something doesn't go right, or if I don't like something, like, this is exactly how he talks to me. He respects me. Just him, he caters to me. Like, he doesn't want me hurt. He wants me happy at all times. And the fact that he just shows up like no man has ever showed up in my life ever. I'm gonna say I've been in a few relationships in my lifetime, you know, in my young age of 25. You know, I've dated you know, men, and being with JDub and dating JDub really has made me realize that I have never been in love before, one, and two, those other men did not love me. He has set the bar so freaking high. I had no idea this is what it was supposed to be, to find a man that really like loves you and will cater to you and will treat you like the delicate flower that you are. He gives me a safe space to be able to do what I want, to say what I want. Like, he gives me the open door. He allows me to be myself. He's just so loving. He's catering. Like, he's such a sweetheart. Anything that he can do for me, like, he will do. If he has to go drive to Africa to go get it, he gonna take a flight to Africa. I said drive. He gonna take a flight to Africa and he gonna get it, and he gonna be like, I know you said you love these African plantains, and I literally went went to Africa and bought you these plantains straight from Africa. No, these are the real African. I be like, these not the real African. He like, no, here go my plane ticket. Here go the gas money. Here go the gas receipts, the food receipts, and he does. And he shows up. And that's something that I always said. And honestly, one of the things that I prayed for was a man to be not like crazy obsessed, but like utterly like obsessed with me. I wanted a man to like kiss on me and hug me and rub on me and come behind me and hug me all the time and slap my butt when I'm cooking. And I hope Sadora is not watching this.
Well, you said
Oh,
it.
God.
Well,
Did she just scream?
I don't know, but she's not supposed to be watching this.
She's not. And if you're watching, get off right now.
This is an adult programming.
And I told you about this before. So, but yes.
I think she's talking to somebody else.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So like
Yes.
he makes my plate when we sit down and we have dinner or breakfast or whatever. Like he gets up, he takes my plate, he takes his plate. He say, when I cook, I don't even have to tell. He will take the trash out, he will mop the floors, he will do the dishes, he will cook, he'll go upstairs and rub me down with lotion on my feet, on my shoulders, put me to sleep, and be like, okay, I'll talk to you tomorrow. And he will leave and go back to his house. Like it's so I'm just like, wow, like it's men out here like really like this, that really can cater to a woman like this. Like, wow. Okay, J-Dub, that's what's up.
No, you don't have to read that. I was just saying this is a point, and this is so true. Yeah. Not that this was a question, but Joy O is absolutely on point.
Yeah.
That in real life, that's why in my segment, not that I mean promote my segment, but I'm just referring to it.
You can promote it. Shameless plug.
Yeah, I don't. It's absolutely a woman's choice to choose a man. A man can want to be in your space, need you in his life, but until you commit to him and say, "This is what we're doing," you have the power. You have the power, ladies. It's just that plain and simple. Right. So it's so true. The woman makes the choice. Mm-hmm. And if you give that power away, you are limiting your options and your power.
Yeah. Okay. Such a good guy. He's such a good guy. No, like in real life, guys, like he's so freaking amazing. Like, I don't know, like how this happened in real life. Like, this is something that I've been praying for. Like a man, I was like, I want this man. I want that kind of man. I want this man to do this. I want this man to do that. Like, these are things I'm not compromising. And I really felt like I was asking for too much. I was like, ain't no man out here like that. I really felt like I was asking for too much. But I can honestly say to you ladies, do not give up hope. Do not. Because everything that I asked for, and I was very faithful in my journey. You know what I'm saying? I was very faithful. We talked about that too in the beginning. Mm-hmm. Like, like I did not give up like what I believed and how I felt. I was like, this is what I want, and this is just what I'm going to get. And if I don't get it, I don't want it. And literally, I'm not even going to lie. This man right here is everything that I have ever prayed for, ever. I always said, like, asking somebody to marry me or asking someone to be with me, that was the easy part. The hard part was actually finding a good man to actually really settling down with and being with. You know what I mean? So, yeah, so absolutely, I'm not going to let him go ever. I'm going to keep him forever and ever. I want to keep him forever and ever. And, God willing, he'll allow us to have, and the universe will allow us to have many, many, many moons together, as the future.
It's already written.
Yeah.
It's done. Yeah. Even though this is not a question, but I want to respond to this because this is a funny term. Okay. PC Serial Mom says, Sabrina, your love language is definitely acts of service. Let me tell you about that, even though he's speaking for, because like I said, I asked Sabrina about that because like I said, I don't talk about what's your favorite color. Do you like pepperoni on your pizza? Sabrina kind of get mad and like, we don't know the little stuff about you. So we had to learn that over or find out the little details of what's going on. But Sabrina told me, I've never heard nobody say this before. She says,
it was in the beginning.
Yeah, she says, my love language, I want all of them. She said, I want all of them. I don't want to choose 2, 3, whatever. I need all of them. And I thought that was so funny because it was like, oh, it's about love and you want everything. Hell yeah. She said everything. They got something to do with love. She wanted all. Because me, I have only 2 love language, but I've acquired a third one because of Sabrina's love and attention. And that means I had, what did I have? Physical touch and quality time. And just from speaking, and this woman here speaks so much positiveness into my soul that now I crave words of affirmation, and it's beautiful. I always thought that was kind of, like crazy or dumb. Like, oh, you need somebody to tell you something, or like, no, it enriches my soul when she does it. So That is my third love language.
And we're very affectionate with each other. We can't keep our hands off each other. We're always hugging. We're always good. Let me tell you, every day feels like it's like the first day. It's really good. It's really good. And I know like this man loves me. I know like, yeah, I know his heart is exactly with me. And I appreciate him in that. So yeah.
You did a great job, babe.
Thanks, babe.
How long you been dating? So Gigi, we don't, we definitely giving up some information, but we're not really into the timestamps and things. It's been some months, we can say that, some months. And a lot of absolutely deep diving, getting to know each other. Like I said, it's no exaggeration. We talk on the phone 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. One day it was like 8 hours, in real life. And it's crazy. So I mean, but it's an investment, and it's been well worth it, and we've become so close behind it. Like, and I feel like this is no comparison. Anybody's like, in these months of us dating, it feels like we've known each other for years. That's how deep we go. We go all the way in, no holds bar. And Sabrina, the interview, definitely wants to talk about every single thing. She want to know everything. I'm like, whoa, wait a minute. I've never been in this space for just giving up all this information.
I asked a lot of questions, and you have to ask questions, ladies. So like literally for like the first month and a half that we were just like getting to know each other, I asked all the questions, and even sometimes I would ask them twice, 3 times, and he would be like, whoa, yeah, I remember you kind of already asked me this, but it's okay. I'm going to go ahead and answer this question again. I did, because I needed to make sure that answer that you gave me 4 weeks ago is the same answer that you're going to give me today. I need to know. But a lot of times he would answer the questions, and it would be where he would answer them absolutely the same, but and as we got to know each other more and more and got comfortable with each other, his answers he would add more stuff to it. So it was like he was opening up even more and more and more every time like we talked, and vice versa for me too. So yeah, but I can say for like the first maybe month and a half, it was really just kind of like, we really were just getting to know each other. Like feelings were absolutely starting to develop, but yeah.
So next question. Mimi says, when and what was it that made you want to pursue Sabrina? So I'm going to stop there. I'm going to answer that question. Like I said, if you didn't, Mimi, you might not have came in late, is the fact that...
Or you might have come in late, yeah.
Did I say that? But yeah, okay. Yeah, you can't... that messed me up. When I spoke with Sabrina, when she checked on me about me, like in my transition in a friendly way, and just checking and talking to me. And I was like, while I was talking to her, even though I was doing, let's say, the venting, if you will, like I could hear like the type of person she was. And that started to draw me in. And then when she told me to go to Facebook, and I'm like, you want me to subscribe to your Facebook channel? That's kind of weird. You keep saying that. What's up with that? She showed me her dear husband post, and these things were exactly what I was telling her. And this was something that she had posted previously, weeks ago, days ago. And it was exactly what I was talking about. I'm like, that opened my eyes, like this woman has it. How does she know this? How can she relate to this? Thinking of as a man, or what a man needs and what a man wants. So that kind of just, that was the beginning of it.
But you got to go back and watch the replay of this, because he explains it all.
Yeah, I did. So let me go to that. Was it something she said or did that made you want to pursue her? Yeah, her conversation and her references to where her mindset was. Because as I said, she just reached out to me as a friend and just checking on me and being concerned. And I'm like, this woman is very impressive. She's very impressive. So said, do I remember the day she caught my eye? No, I mean, we can see, a blind man can see that this woman is visibly beautiful and all those things.
It's okay, Mimi. She said, sorry if you already answered earlier.
Oh, no, it's okay. Yeah. We can see that she's visibly beautiful, but as far as me even working with her for over 2 years, it's nothing that I could, let's say, jump on or pursue or anything like that. I couldn't look at because she's beautiful. It's just a professional setting. So like once I got to know her, that's when it's like I saw her.
Never ever. Because even if you guys like watch his previous videos, like when he would go do his lives and like women would jump in the chat and he'd be like, no, I'm like, take it. Like he was always professional. And that's one of the things that I respected about him, is because he never ever put anything out like he was available, or he was like, I held him in so much respect because how he treated his last situation for the 2 years that we worked together. Like he was always professional. Even when like other ladies would jump in our chats when we would be on the panel, like JDub looking good, and he would be like, yeah, no, like I'm married, like, you know what I mean? So, you know, and that's just how the type of person he is. Like when he's with that person, he's with that person. And that's just how it was. So, and it was always just professional. Like I said, I never talked to this man or anything. Like I didn't even know his name or anything. I remember the first time I talked, I was like, what's your name?
It's JDub Junior. Let's go to the next question.
All right, next question.
CXM asks, what are some of the questions you ask that we don't normally ask? I spoke to this in my video of Ask JDub. This is a good question because, as I said, I don't do the what's your favorite color? Do you like pepperoni pizza and all that kind of stuff? I think
she meant that to me.
Oh, excuse me.
I mean, because if you think about it, she said, what are some of the questions that you ask that we don't normally ask? You know what I mean? Maybe she's.
I don't know.
Because I remember I said that I asked you a lot of questions.
CXM, we need you to clarify. But Sabrina says you were speaking to her, so we're going to give her the floor.
Yeah, I think. Yeah.
Yes.
See, I was going to say yeah. So some of the questions I ask is, what's your plans for the future? Like, are you really trying to get married again in real life? Like, do you want some more kids? Like, have you ever cheated? What do you consider cheating? Like, how do you want your woman to be? Like, do you expect do you expect a woman to always be in the kitchen cooking and she got to clean the dishes? Like, do you share chores? Like, what's going on? Like, what are your love languages? Like, what do you want? Like, do you need me to do this? Like, oh, you need personal touch. So if I didn't do those love languages, is that like a deal breaker? Like, I asked a lot of questions. Can you think of any other questions that I might have asked? I asked a lot of questions.
I'll think you about covering. No, she asked a lot of questions, like so many questions.
Yeah.
It's everything. I can't think. I'm questioned out, yo. She didn't broke, but I'm questioning
everything.
Out. Not that anytime she asks me a question, even though like she said, she'll ask me the same question over again.
And over.
And I ask her, I was like, I'm just trying to understand why you keep asking me the same question. So I'm not that she does it consecutively, it'll come back because I know I answered it thoroughly. And she told me, she's like, well, I just want to get your answer, maybe have a deeper context because this is an important question and I really want to know like where you're at, what I'm asking. So I got it. Yeah, it's a lot it's so many I couldn't even think of. It's so many. I mean, about everything. And Sabrina wants to know. When I say everything, she want to know everything. She don't have no filter about it. She want me to tell her how it is. And I gave her a warning. I'm like, you're asking raw questions that I don't even speak to people about. So please understand that whatever I tell you, you got to accept the truth or not. Don't ask it. And she compartmentalized the answers, like as far as it doesn't bother what I say. Whatever I say is the truth, and that's what it is. You know?
Yeah, like one thing about me, and especially like how, because I don't have time to waste. You ladies, you don't have time to waste. You don't have time to waste to be playing with these men that's out here that's gonna play in your face. You know what I'm saying? And that's why, like, when I be doing the reviews for Ready to Love and Make a Move and all that, like, you cannot let these men play in your face. You got to ask these direct questions. Because I always say, too, the man will tell you the truth, but he going to allow you to lie to yourself. Like, you can't do that. When a man tell you something, you got to listen. You got to believe him if he really telling you. You know, you cannot allow, you have to. So if these are the things that you need to know and you want to know, I remember growing up and me dating, I used to be like, oh my God, I want to ask him that, but I'm kind of scared. I don't want to push him away. I don't want to scare him. I think he may not like me if I ask him that. Like, what if he did it? What if he do tell me that he is seeing other people? It don't matter. This is your life. You have to be happy. You want to be with someone that's going to make you happy. In order to find that person, you got to ask questions. Because I'll tell you right now, when I was dating and I would ask questions to certain guys, they would say, yes, like I want to still do threesomes. Let's just say, golly, why do I have to say it? But I'm just saying, I would be like, well, unfortunately, it was really nice knowing you. I think you're a great guy. I really feel like one day you're going to find your person. And I would cut that crap off because I'm not going to continue to waste my time in getting invested in all these men. And then, you know what I'm saying? Like, and they not the person. So just like I told JDub, like in real life, it's cute that you moved down here. You seem like a great guy, but I needed to ask those questions, and I wanted to ask them early on, because if he said something that just was not going to make sense for me in my life and what I wanted moving forward, I didn't want to waste his time, and I didn't want him to waste my time. You know what I'm saying? So I needed to cut it off, and I was going to let him know, like, unfortunately, I think that we're better off as friends, and I understand if you have to move back up north. No, didn't I say that to you?
Yeah, you said that. I don't even want to hear it, but yes, you said it.
I sure did. Yeah, like we not playing around here. Like, this is my life, and I just don't want to. I don't want you to play in my face. I'm not gonna play in your face, and I'm not gonna allow you to play in my face. Period. Point blank. Yeah. So I asked a lot of questions, a lot of deep questions, a lot of questions that did make him very uncomfortable. But I didn't care. It wasn't about him. It was about me. And me finding out what I needed to know. You are pursuing me. You know what I'm saying? Not about me, because y'all know, right, make a move. It's about me. I'm the prize. No, not in that sense, but like it needed to make sense for me because you had already kind of put it out there. So I was like, it needs to make sense. So at that point, the ball was in my court. And it is. We can make the decision, guys. We make the decision. Like in real life, like stop giving your power away. You can have everything that you want, but you got to let these men that is you physically attracted to, you got to let these men that is serving it good on Sunday nights, every Sunday night, you got to let these kind of men go. You got to let the man go that's not consistent. You got to let the man go that is only there for a good time. You got to let the man go that is not showing up the way that you need him to show up. You got to let those type of men go. Like you have to. And that's because, and I'm speaking from experience, like everything I'm telling you guys, like I had to do, and I had to put myself in the position to meet my husband. If you don't put yourself in a position to meet your husband, you're going to keep meeting the same scallywag men that you're doing. And guess what? You got to sit back and you got to heal and you got to do some self-reflection. Because had I met this man and I wasn't healed, he would have been like, oh, she's still for the streets. I'm a whole real husband over here, really trying to settle down with somebody that I feel like I could spend the rest of my life with. But she not ready. She not ready. So sometimes you do have to step outside of what you think that you're doing and how you think it should be and really focus on maybe it's me. I might be single because of me. Yes, he did this to me. Yes, he did that to me. Yes, he did this. And yes, he did that. But guess what? What did I do? What am I doing? Why do I keep attracting the same kind of men? Like really take that time to heal. Like I said before, for like 2 years, I was abstinent. I was single before I went on the show. I didn't do nothing. I was like, I really want to find my person. And I really have to look at myself and see what I really need to work on and what I really need in my life that's going to fulfill my life and fill my cup. I refuse to waste time anymore. I'm too freaking old. And I'm old enough to know better. I'm old enough to know better. I'm sorry. Because, I go on a tangent. You know what I'm saying?
I see.
Like, I'm trying to be, you know what I mean? Because, sometimes, I'm starting to sweat and everything. Because, like, I've been trying to be cool and, stuff. I get excited.
All right. See if we got any more questions.
Okay.
Thank you.
Yes. Okay. Yeah.
Let's see.
Because I didn't want to go over that.
Oh, 2 more.
Yeah. So we got a few more.
Okay.
Minutes.
Well, we got one more question.
I don't really know. Yeah. JDub is your first name, right?
Yep. JDub Jr. That's my name.
JDub Jr.
Yep. I think that's it. That's the last question.
No, Babe is your first name.
Oh.
Baby. Babe, babe. He's such a good guy, guys. Like in real life, like you really have to be patient. Like, you know, you have to pray on it. You have to just really walk in your faith and really know like you deserve the best, but you have to do the work first. You have to do the work and you have to put yourself in a position to be able to receive. I promise you. I promise you. Such a great guy. And I'm so glad that, adversaries. Adversaries.
Adversity.
Remember, we're going to talk about that because we got a little bit of time left. Adversaries.
Adversity.
You know, I have a hard time
adversity.
saying words.
Yeah, I'm saying it for you. So, yeah, Sabrina wanted me. I guess because we talk about this, like if we ever was to share some of our story, we wanted to speak on a very important part of our relationship because as we talked about or briefly discussed, like we had some issues because it was my fault. I jumped out there just telling Sabrina, oh, I know you're the one for me. Meet me on the bridge. I'm there for you. And then it got some kind of, let's call it internet beef where it was a situation from my past that had brought up and it was just like a big old mess and a storm. And that really kind of tested our connection and how we dealt with each other. And I can tell you like this, there were some times where I was unsure that we could even move forward because of how it affected us, you know, because that social media thing is tough. So I do agree. You do have to have balance in having your relationship and exposing what you do or how you live. You got to do it at your own pace and what feels good to you. So that caused a lot of adversity in our relationship, our communication. But what we got out of it, we worked through it together, never turning on each other. And we became even stronger than ever. When I tell you, like without going in so much deep detail, where we were like at odds or things weren't like the best climate, even while Sabrina was dealing with her pain or feelings and all of that, in the same turn, she was making sure she assured me and comfort me that we're in this to succeed and we can do this together and we don't have to react negatively to each other, that we need to be there for each other. And to me, she showed up as the MVP, and that gives me the strength to know that that's why, not that I'm not that kind of person, but that's why I make sure I extra care for her. I don't raise my voice to her. I don't, even when she's having a moment that might be maybe not the best moment in the whole world, I give her even more patience because I never forget that day that she showed up for both of us to assure that we stay strong and steadfast and faithful in this situation. And I never forget that. It changed my life. I'm like, wow, she's hurting. She's dealing with stuff. But she made sure that we were both good in that because I was like getting kind of weak in the situation. And I'm like, this woman is amazing. She has my heart, my forever loyalty, she will get the benefit of the doubt for me, you know, made me subscribe to the artist Prince song, you know, I would die for you, in the sense of, and we're just saying like this never comes up, but the line is, I'll never beat you, I'll never lie. If you're evil, I will forgive you by and by. Whatever goes on, she gets my benefit of doubt. She's never disrespectful, but she is a real woman. She has moments, and every time I owe her my best, even when she's not at her best. So I mean, it's just, she got it. And that's just not for a temporary time. That's forever. She got it. She got it. She got it from me. And that's how I'll always be. She's my delicate flower. She's my delicate. I'm her protector. So absolutely, she has it. So yes, adversity made us absolutely strong. And that's a message that Sabrina made sure that we share. Like if you can really hold on to each other, hang on to your love, you know, don't let any situation come in between you get weak, because all it is an issue. It's not the other person. It's something in between that you both have to address to keep moving forward.
Yeah, absolutely. Because that situation, it was bad. Like, let's keep it 100. Like, it was bad for both of us, you know, to have like all that, I guess, happen and us like not really seeing it coming and then having it so public on social media. It was devastating. And I think it if we weren't, I think, as strong as we were, and we really believed in each other the way that we believed in each other, this would not be happening. Because I know we even had a panel like the very next day, I think. And I was like, no, we're gonna do this panel. I was like, you're gonna show up. And remember, you showed up and people were like, oh my God, like he showed up to the panel. Like he didn't want to. He didn't want to do the panel the next day. And I was like, no, this is like, no monkey is going to stop no show. And one thing about me when it comes to business and social media and our YouTubes and stuff like that, like at the end of the day, like before I even did the show Ready to Love, I need y'all to understand, like I was a YouTuber. I did YouTube. You know, a lot of people don't know that about me. Like that's what I did. So me being on YouTube, it's something like I show up and it's my job. You know what I mean? And I treat YouTube like it's my job. Yes, we have fun on it, but guess what? That's just like you having a regular job out here in outside of YouTube world. And guess what? You love going to work every day. Me being a photographer, me being a fashion designer on the side, me doing reselling business. Like, guess what? Those are all the things that I love to do, but it's still work. It's still my job. And when I show up on YouTube, it's still my job. So that's why I was just trying to get him to understand, like, this is still our job, and we're not going to allow, and I'm not going to allow anybody outside of my personal life and in my circle to affect anything that I have going on that has to do with this or that or this or this. You know what I mean? And I was like, you're going to show up. So yeah.
I was going to answer this question, but it's time to get feel of messy and the negativity. So this is your channel. I'm going to let you decide what you want to do with this. I'm sure JDub is still married, so this feels a little messy on Christmas Day. So
Sunshine, you're going to have to watch the replay. Thank you for being in the chat, and you can definitely be part of the replay gang. No, he isn't married. He hasn't been married for a while, actually, because if that was the case, I wouldn't be dating him if he was married. But I will say this. He's a very not married man, but he's definitely not a single man. And will he be married again very soon? Abso-freaking-lutely. So was he still married, or is he to his past situation? No. If that was the case, we wouldn't be sitting side by side. Come on. But absolutely, please watch the replay and you will get more information anyway. And Merry Christmas to you. Absolutely. Yeah.
So yeah, that's gonna end that note on that question. Because what would I say? Yeah, I'm a little thrown off. I'm a real person.
See, this really happens.
Yeah, I'm a real person because, like I said, I'm really not a YouTube. I'm just a real person. And the fact is, and I'm from DC. It's a little DC different. We don't do the reality. We don't do the state. We say it like it is, what it is. And I have to remember this is a job. This is what we do and all of that. So just keep it calm, keep it peaceful.
Honey, he will go 0 to 100 real quick. I'll be having to reel him back in. Yeah, because you got to remember, it's always going to be like people that's not going to like you. And that's one thing too, guys. Like, you have to always remember too, people that don't like you, people that's not feeling you or whatever, that is not your business how they feel about you. Move forward. You got to move past the negativity. It's going to be people are miserable. It's miserable people out here. It's unhappy people out here, and they will say some very ugly things. But how they feel and what they say is not your business. You have to move past all that. You have to live in love. You have to think positive, and you have to keep yourself surrounded by people like that, like yourself. You cannot let the negative people, because people still talk crap about me to this day. Now I'm like a Ready to Love reject. I don't like, it's so many things, but you have to move past it. And guess what? We're still going to live our lives. You guys still have to live your lives. And it is what it is. You know what I mean? And just,
Yeah. So, I would just want to say, just to put it out there. Yeah. Cause the thing is, I don't care what people say, but it's like when I hear
they're
certain
still going to find negative stuff.
Yeah, exactly.
Because that's just how people are. But y'all have to, move past that. We're going to move past it. People are still even to this day, will say that it's, whatever it is. But honestly, we don't give a fuck, to be honest with y'all. Like we're nice, but we not that nice.
Not that nice.
We will cuss your ass out in real life.
Definitely. Sweet. Yeah.
Yeah, I was about to say. You know what I mean? And
yeah. So yeah, we about to hit the 2-hour mark, and we're gonna close it out. And on a positive note, and we thank everyone for coming out and sharing. Because again, like I said, we didn't go through this alone. A lot of you were here with us, and we just wanted to give you a feel of it, and allow our journey to unfold, and share what we choose to share, because we appreciate y'all, our family. So we want to
we love you.
Give. That's what we want to do.
Yeah, absolutely. But y'all, I don't want you, because I see y'all in the comments. Y'all are straight. Y'all have our backs. Let me tell you, so much love in the comments. I just want to say thank you so much. I love you guys so much. Y'all have always supported me from day one. I really hope that you guys have an amazing Christmas. Next week, maybe we'll do some behind the scenes stuff. We'll put it maybe on the membership wall. I don't know. But we're going on a trip, and I want to get back to vlogging. But anyway, I don't know. Maybe we'll put up some stuff just to let you guys know. I am not really feeling Instagram anymore. So if you guys want to respond and communicate with me, definitely I'll put my contacts down below. You can send me an email, or you can just follow us on the membership channel for future updates. This week on Wednesday, I will be going live with the single soulmates for the ladies. On Thursday, I'll be going live with the single soulmates for the men. And on Monday, today's Monday. So tomorrow, you want to review The Color Purple?
I'm down, but you do know I have a commitment with Ask It's JDUB. But of course, I will fit you in my schedule anywhere where you need me to be. Where you need, I will be there.
He's so cute. Anyway, all right, guys. Once somebody said, who said it? They was like, y'all kiss it and make, because so we know it's real. Who said it?
I think Tina Bree said it, but I don't know if you read that right.
I don't think it was Tina Bree.
You don't think it was? You're gonna find it?
I'm not gonna find it.
You want me to find it?
No, it went back on it. Yeah, okay. We'll give them kisses.
Oh, they asked for a kiss? Oh, okay, I kiss them.
Okay. Oh yeah, PC Serial Mom, she said. Yeah, okay. Yeah. Okay. No, this is my baby. He's such a good guy, guys. I'm telling you, wait for the good guy. You never know what kind of package the good guy is going to come in. You have to trust the process. You have to be faithful in the process. You never know. Let me tell you how everything unfolded with us in the beginning. You think that I thought that I was going to end up feeling like this about this man? No. Hell to the no. I was like, no. Where did he come from? No, that's not it. And look at me now. Head over heels in love.
Look at her now. Yeah, stay faithful. And the fellas in the chat, yes, if you believe that that's the one, treat it as such. Don't stop.
Absolutely. Because you never know where it's going to come from. You just have to trust the process for real. And I'm glad that I did. I'm glad that you did too.
Me too. It's worth the investment, and still is.
Yeah. All right, guys. We'll see y'all later. See you tomorrow.
Bye.
Bye. Love you. Love you. No, I love you too.
Love you.
Baby, end it.
Okay.